Hello everybody and welcome back to
Girl
Girl Talk. Spooky edition.
Ooh.
For the next few weeks we're going to get a little bit spooky for spooky season. We've got some special guests, but I don't know if you'll be able to see. He's just opened his eyes. So we've got Toothless and we've got Lucifer, who is dressed up.
He's sporting the bat hat.
You have to be a bat cat if you're going to be in Spooky Girl Talk.
Episode 18.
It is. And it is Paranormal Reddit stories. So we're starting off strong.
With
so
those
the next
stories.
few weeks it's going to be a little bit spooky.
I'm all about this.
So
this is
yeah.
just life right now. I love it.
So if you love spooky season and you love spooky stuff, then make sure you subscribe because it's about to get spooky.
Oh,
okay.
I went first last time.
Okay. So the order that I've written these is unbelievably confusing, so you might have to bear with me.
Okay.
So my best friend's boyfriend mentioned he could see and feel ghosts and spirits. One night they were both round, just hanging out, not drinking, just chatting. It was on a Saturday night. Suddenly, her boyfriend went suddenly still and quiet, and he said that he could feel a strong presence in my house. He said he was going to have a look around. A while later, he says he thinks it's in the kitchen, and he thinks it's male and young, and it appears to be a good presence, almost like a guardian angel. I didn't really believe him, so I started to ask him some questions. He said it was an entity, and it's related to my family.
Mm.
Then, suddenly, he asked me if my mum had ever had a miscarriage. I felt the blood drain from my face, and I got goosebumps all over. My mum had a miscarriage just before me, and it was a boy. Not even my best friend knew that, so I know he must have been telling the truth by now. He asked me if there was a name ever picked out, and was it beginning with A? The name was Alex.
Oh.
And he explains that he's my older brother, and he's been looking after my mum since she's been going through her depression. I told her the next day, and she cried.
I'd cry too. Oh, I got goosebumps from that one.
I thought that was quite a good one.
Oh, I got all the goosebumps.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a good. They're sort of like a mix of like creepy but like cute ones. I was like, I saw someone, I was like, oh.
I like that one. That's so cute. I'd be like, come to my house.
It's spooky as hell though. Like,
just
you
to come
know.
out of there, be like,
but
bam.
that sort of happened. Like one of my ex-boyfriends, his mum went to see someone. She had like shoulder pain. I think I told you. And the son that passed away was like on her shoulders like her whole life.
And you're like, you got to shrug him off because you're just gonna keep getting pulled down.
Yeah, that's creepy though.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, like that would creep me out.
Right, are you ready for this?
I'm very ready. The
Okay.
cats are ready too. They're
Are you
actually both asleep.
They're asleep, but they're ready for this. So this one was somewhere in America. This guy, he had had a few to drink, he said, but this was definitely not alcohol induced. So he'd had a few to drink and decided to stay at his brother's house in the spare bedroom. And at some point in the middle of the night, he wakes up and he looks over in the corner of the room and there's an old woman standing in the corner of the room, staring at him. He jumps up, bolts for the door, and the door is locked. The door doesn't have a lock. He cannot open the door. So at this point, he's just panicking, freaking out. He jumps out of the window, 6 foot with bare feet. He said, have you ever been stalked by like a hungry animal? And you know that, how they look at you like, yeah, they're going to eat you. He said this woman was boring down like her eyes, like, I'm going to eat you. I'm going to get you. And he felt it even when he wasn't looking at her as he jumped out the window. He's never been back to his brother's house.
How creepy.
I know. I was like,
oh no. Don't like
the fact that the door was locked and there was no lock on the door and he could not open it. I was like, okay, I would have jumped out the window too, I think.
Yeah.
Like, bye, creepy old lady.
Or you do that, or you do the classic, what I used to do when I was little, when I freaked myself out, you just go under the covers and you can't breathe.
Get me now.
And you're just like,
you're just
like sweating. You're just like, no, just pretend it's not there.
Yeah, but he was like, I could feel her eyes. The eyes on me. Oh.
My great-grandmother had seen my great-grandfather pass away. They were so in love. After he died, she woke up every morning saying, damn it, because she was so ready to pass herself.
Aww.
My great aunt set up a walkie-talkie baby monitor in her room so they could keep an eye on her even when they weren't with her. Then finally, one afternoon, they heard her say, "John, finally, why are you always so late?" They froze because John is the name of my great-grandfather. They walked in shortly after and saw she had passed away. She was just waiting for her husband to come and get her.
Oh, my heart. Oh, my God.
That's
so sad. That happens a lot, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
They
how
just
creepy.
wait.
Like, that would creep you
Like,
out so much, though.
finally.
And then you'd be like, oh, she's actually, yeah.
I know, but
I'd run in, though. I wouldn't wait. I'd, like,
No.
run. I'd be like, no.
I know, but she was ready.
Yeah.
She was ready. She was waiting. She was like, I can't do it without you. Let's hurry up. Let's get this going. That's so cute that you came back for her.
It's cute and creepy.
Creepy.
That's what I was
So
like.
many people.
There's a mix, guys. It's not too scary, just in case. People don't like it.
If you don't like scary, why are you watching this if you don't like spooky? No, I think I read so many about like nurses that work at hospices, and as patients are dying, they'll hear them say something like, "Oh, you've come to see me," or they'll say their partner's name or whatever. They'll look up and they'll be like, "Wow," like, or something, and you're like, "That's weird."
Like the white light
or whatever, and then they pass away. So there's got to be something.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Okay, this next one is the little boy, and he's walking through his house trying to find his mum. So he's calling out to her. She's not replying. So he's like, "Mum, mum, 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 mum." He stops at the bottom of the corridor, and he's in a flat. So if you're standing by the front door, you look all the way through the house, and there's a balcony. And he sees his mum just standing on the balcony, just looking over. And he's like, she's not answering. "Mum," getting closer. "Mum, mum, mum," nothing. And then he hears his mum from the kitchen to the left going, "What? I'm in here." So he whips his head to the side, looks back, and his mum's gone. So whoever was there looked exactly like his mum, but wasn't his mum.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
But do you remember when we did the ghost investigation thing at the pub, and everyone was like, "That room is so creepy. That room is so creepy." And I was like the only one that didn't say anything. I was just like, oh, because obviously don't have any kind of powers. So I was just walking around like, yeah,
it's fine. It's
like,
just
it's fine.
It's stuff.
And then and then I went back up on my own, didn't I? And it said, "Hello, friend."
Hello,
and I was
friend.
like, "Whoa!" And then everyone was like, "That's probably not actually like. It's probably not nice.
That's really nice. No,
it's probably just trying to trick you." But I was like, "Oh, cute though.
Oh, so cute. You're my friend.
It's my friend.
You're not a friend.
It's just my friend, isn't it?" I was like, "Oh,
yeah." No, I got you alone, friend.
yeah." I was like, oh, "Okay,
scary.
I'll walk that down." I used to work in a tea rooms. That was originally a brothel.
Ooh.
Now you know what I mean. Back in the 1800s. I'd often be the last to leave and lock up. One night, I was called in late. I was used to hearing weird sounds, and this was worse than normal.
Sorry.
That's Lucifer. He's got asthma.
He has asthma. He's having a hard time.
Did scare the life out of me earlier.
It ain't easy being wheezy.
It's very fitting. I mean, please. Terrifying me.
It is pretty scary. You good there, Leaf? You good?
Threw me off then, Leaf. You did.
Sorry.
I don't know if anyone else could hear that though. That's the thing. Yeah.
You're okay, dude. You're right.
Aww. Okay, so weird sounds. It was worse than normal. Then around 11 p.m. I heard footsteps. Don't know if that works. Coming up the stairs, and then a light came on upstairs. I thought, what? So calmly, I went to go and turn it off. Then a few minutes later, it comes back on. I decided to go and investigate, and I call out, "Hello?" No response. So by now, I'm walking up the stairs to turn off the light. But as I reach for the light switch, a huge vase in the corner of the room lifts up. And it moves to the right. And then it drops to the floor.
Oh.
I was so freaked out. The next day, I told my boss everything. And she brushed it off because it was a regular occurrence. Yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy. I wouldn't be able to go up in the dark and try and like feel for the switch and stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to do
No,
that.
you'd be like this. No,
I'd be like, no. I'd just run. I'd be like, I don't need this job actually. I'm actually a secret millionaire.
Excuse me, sir. Do you pay the electricity bill? I didn't think so. Turn the damn light off.
If you ask though, they do, don't they?
Yeah, I know. Well, sometimes.
Yeah, most of the time.
So I went away the other weekend to like Stonehenge, and we stayed near a pub. So when we went into the pub to like use the facilities or whatever, got talking to the woman at the bar, and she said that they have a ghost there. So we were sat and we were chatting, and she gets her phone out. She shows us this video, and it's a bottle of some blue liquid, and it levitates off of the fucking thing and smashes on the floor. And we were just watching that like, no. And she said when she bought the pub, the woman before, she spoke to her about it, and she went, oh yeah, was it the blue whatever? And she was like, yeah, why? And she said, because that happened to me as well. The same alcohol.
How weird. That must have been like what they drank, or
that's it, or they've got some serious issue with that alcohol.
I'd get rid of it.
No, I know, but
I would personally. But then I know sometimes you can do that and then it can come back, and sometimes better just leave stuff alone. I know.
But it's whenever they replace this bottle, they buy another bottle of this blue whatever.
No, I just wouldn't then.
They're like trying to drink it, realise they can't drink it, and then just chuck it on the floor.
Discontinue it, really.
It's the fact they've got like the video of it happening. Like, I was like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's very creepy.
That's creepy.
That's very creepy. So, I spent 6 months living in a family cottage. The place always felt weird, but I figured it was just my nerves and noises from the woods. Then, the night before I moved out, I experienced a powerful hypnagogic jerk where you feel like you're falling and then you sit up. So this happened, and I sat up really hard, and in the darkness, as I shot up, a tiny voice in my ear said, "Goodbye."
Goodbye.
Yeah. Nah. No. I'd be getting out so fast. I'd be like, no.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah,
packing my stuff.
Yeah, okay, you have the house now.
Yeah.
No. That's creepy.
No.
So this one.
Not a fan.
This happened to me.
Okay.
When I was younger. So I used to have this big fat black and white fluffy cat called Madonna growing up. And she used to sleep in bed with me. And one night she was hissing, and I was like, you don't hiss. So I've woken up and I'm looking at her, and she's just sat in the middle of my bedroom floor. And my door is like pushed too, but not closed. And slowly, it starts to open. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. So it's going, fully opened. There is no one there. The cat is hissing at the door. And I just had this horrible full body chills, like sense of dread. And as a child, I did the whole under the blanket.
Yeah.
I was terrified, absolutely terrified. And my parents didn't believe me in the morning.
They never do.
They never bloody believe you, do they? But no. I was so scared.
Yeah, that's creepy.
I left Madonna to it. I was like, you fight that one.
Yeah, you do that. Take one for the team.
Awful.
No, not a fan. See, I never knew if my old house was haunted because it was quite creepy, like the one in Westcliff Road. Like, I was always a bit like,
maybe.
And I didn't have a door because obviously I had the box room, and where the bed didn't fit, it pushed the door. So obviously I just didn't have a door.
Yeah.
So you couldn't close it. So if anything happened, I would have been dead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You would be dead.
Like,
you're the first room they were going in.
No way around that. You know what I mean? That's scary. I had a shadowy figure go across my wall as a child. The only place it could have come from was the hallway outside my room, but everyone was asleep. No one had walked past my door. We lived in an old funeral home that was converted into an apartment. That's all it said. Didn't say anything more than that.
I would totally live somewhere like that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
But then that's because you know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? I think people that can't see or hear anything, it's too creepy because you just get creeped out because you think everything's bad.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't know, so you're like,
good.
like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
anything that happens,
anything that moves,
any noises, you'd
no.
be like, no, I'm leaving.
Aww.
But yeah, how creepy though. Like, and imagine if you didn't know that. You know, like when you just watch horror films and they're all the same. I'm not a massive fan, like, not being funny, because like they all the same, where they're like, oh, this house is like a murder house. Oh, I'll just go live there. That looks like a perfect family home for like me and my little young children. Do you know what I mean? And then they go into it. Yeah, like they go into it and then they're like, oh, it's haunted. Oh. And I'm like, surprise. Oh my God, what did you think? You know what I mean? Or like they'll walk around, no curtains up and stuff, and people just watching them, and I'm like,
draw your curtains.
Yeah, like what do you expect? Like, it's just, they're all the same.
They are all the same.
It's ridiculous. So if you find out a murder's happened, it probably isn't the nicest place to live.
Don't live there. Just don't live there.
No. Hopefully, it would be cheaper though, but
it would. They got to sell them.
I'll just sage this
everything out.
Yeah, I'll just sage everything out of it and just
remove all previous furniture.
And just live there and just be like, ha ha ha,
it's fine.
Delusional.
What was that noise? It was nothing.
It was me. I have IBS. It's just literally just me. Or Lou. Yeah. It's fine. It's all good.
This is a night security guard. There's a lot of these ones as well.
Yeah, I saw a lot of things, but I've tried to get like varied. So it's not all like too samey.
But why would you get a night job in these abandoned buildings? Or like massive buildings?
You see Mirrors.
No,
the film. Oh my God, you'd love that film. It is scary, like, not gonna lie, because obviously I don't like horrors, but it's like, it was the first horror I'd ever seen. Which was a bit much, but it was brilliant. I couldn't look in a mirror for a while after, because it's just like, it's creepy. You need to find it and watch it.
I'll be watching that later.
It's very, very, very good. Comment down below if you've seen Mirrors. The second one wasn't as great, not gonna lie.
First one's always better.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna wheeze, Leaf.
Hey, aww. You can't see him properly, but he's really cute. He's all dressed up.
He's got his little bat hat.
And he's got a ghosty blanket. The other one's just
hiding
under here somewhere.
So, night guard for some abandoned building. Why do they need them anyway, if it's abandoned? To stop people breaking in, I guess, and
vandalising it. You know, like people that break in and do the whole like, oh, it's an abandoned building. Let's
like
film
that urban.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we could do that if we drove.
we
just need a driver. Anyone with a van that wants to take me and Hannah around abandoned buildings, hit us up.
I think they do it like in between sales, just to make sure it's not destroyed before it's sold to the next people. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But there's a night guard walking around and he keeps hearing banging, like a periodic bang, and he thinks, oh no, it's like a door is like open, the wind's got it.
Animal.
Yeah, and he's walking towards this sound, and it's a hallway, and he's walking to the end of the hallway, and the doors are closed at the end, so he's like, okay. And off to the side, he turns around this corner, and there's like a firebox. You know, the big metal red boxes, and inside you've got like...
So you can break it and whatever.
It didn't have the glass front, it was just the metal. And it's swinging open and swinging shut and swinging open and swinging shut.
How creepy.
And just banging and banging, and there's no reason for it. Would you have quit your job and just been like... Yeah,
but I probably wouldn't have even gone to investigate, but I don't get paid enough for this.
I know, but he's like...
I know,
people that are breaking in.
I'm not equipped for that, I'm afraid, guys.
I definitely would have been like, what is it?
Yeah, but then I would have just been like, no, I'm not getting paid
Hoping
enough.
It was an animal that I could just steal and take home with me.
Yeah.
I know, how creepy. They should have quit his job.
Is that it?
That was it.
Oh, I was waiting for he got taken.
Oh no,
got eaten alive.
Got eaten. No, nothing like that. I think.
Well, we don't know. Maybe.
I think he just ran away.
I don't know if he's still alive or not, guys.
Might be dead.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, good.
One less. So, one day, me and my mum went to look at cars. Long story short, we asked to test drive one. These weren't brand new. They're just what I could afford at the time. And as we were on the drive, it got a very weird feeling, like someone was sat behind me. I kept looking back, and my mum asked what I was doing. I told her. She just laughed at me, but then 10 minutes later, she started doing the same. Freaked out, we sped back to the garage and gave it back, not even stopping to chat. The man then ran out to ask if we liked the car. We both said no, but then he asked why. So reluctantly, we explained what we saw, or what we thought we saw, expecting him to brush it off or laugh at us. But then his face dropped. He told us that a few other people that same week had all had the exact same experience in that car. And the car had been restored. It had been in an accident previously. And as a result, all the people that were in the back had died. Don't get a restored car. Buy either new or like just a normal car.
Surely you can't do that.
I don't know, but
I didn't know you could do that. I thought it got condemned.
I don't even know where that was or anything. It's just on Reddit, so I don't know.
Spooky.
But it sounds like an American-y sort of thing to me.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'd do that in the UK.
I've never heard of a car being restored after people have died in it.
No, it's creepy. That's very creepy. I wouldn't want. It's the same though, isn't it? Like a house, someone like kills themselves in it or dies in it. You don't really get told because they don't really want to tell you because they're not going to sell
they're
it.
Supposed to.
I know, but not everybody.
Unless you ask, which I do. I ask every time I move. Has anyone died here? No. Okay.
Damn it.
Sure?
Yeah, damn it. Well, they will now.
Yeah. God damn.
Christmas, year 2000. My sister had died in August that same year. She was 12 and I was 7. We shared a room, and I was just sat in my room when I heard dripping coming from the ceiling. I looked, nothing. Then a while later, I heard it again, and again, nothing there. Later that afternoon, more dripping, except now there was a big puddle of red on my wooden floor. So I ran to get my stepdad, and he went up into the attic, which was above my room. Everything was completely dry. There was no holes, there was nothing to look at, but all my sister's stuff was in there. Above the ceiling, in the attic, which was obviously above my room. We never did figure out what the red liquid was. How freaking creepy is that?
Well, in those instances, you have to do a taste test. I'm just saying.
It's Ribena.
It's just Ribena, guys.
But like, Ribena. How creepy though? Because I imagine, so like it's above. Say it was above there, and you went upstairs, and there's nothing there. There's no hole. Like, but it's someone's like passed away's stuff.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then there's like potentially blood on the floor. But I feel like you'd know if it was actually blood though. But it might not be blood, but that's like what you first think, isn't it?
Well, it makes you think that.
Yeah.
But no.
But you know how, like, being a woman, especially, you know how like blood performs. Do you know what I mean? So, like when you wipe it and like how it dries and like the colour it goes, it's like oxidizing and stuff like that. Like you'd know. You'd know if it was blood. Yeah. If it was blood. But that's very, very creepy.
Taste test.
And at 7 years old especially, I would not want to sleep in that room. I'd be like, let's swap rooms, thank you. Not gonna happen. And I also feel sorry for the man because it's like stepdad as well, and he's got to deal with this, like the daughter's like bloody died, and then now that it's getting haunted by her ghost potentially, and then like the little one's now like got blood on the floor.
How did the girl die though? That's what I want to know.
This is what annoys me with Reddit stories. There's never really a backstory. Even if you go in the comments, like the person just disappears, and then you're like, oh. So you never find out.
So many.
So I hope you sleep well tonight.
I remembered a story. Let's just wait for this noisy person on the phone.
I know. That's it. Anytime.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Awful haircut.
It's horrendous. She lives next door.
Ugh.
It's bad. It's like worse than a bowl cut. It's like a tiny little bowl cut. I'm such a bitch. I'm going to heal. Okay, so you know how people go and explore abandoned buildings, but they do it for fun and they film it, whatever.
Yes.
So this is a very run-down building in the middle of nowhere, like forest, like the floors caving in sort of thing, like not safe to walk about at all. And this person's in there exploring. Middle of the night, obviously, or it wouldn't be a horror story, would it? Oh, scary story. And he hears creaking and he's thinking, well, it's an old falling apart building. Creak, creak. And he's like, just like someone's just walking around above him, creaking. And he's just stood there listening, hearing this creaking, creaking, creaking. And then he hears a snap, like a really loud snap. But obviously he's not deterred, he keeps exploring. So he's creeping closer and closer to the stairs. And as he looks up, he notices feet dangling from the top of the stairs.
Oh, that's not nice.
That's not nice. That's where that one ended.
Oh, God. Okay. So someone hanging.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Whether they were alive or whether they was like the apparition of the person.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's
or it's something that makes someone go and look and then they can get them kind of thing. Yeah. Not good. So this is my last one, guys. So I hope to sit comfortably. Around a year ago, I was camping with my family. We were having food, chatting. Eventually, we all go to bed. Then around 3:45 a.m., very specific, I need a wee. So I get up and I just go to the bushes because it's easier. Then I hear a noise. That's not the noise. That's just a thing. Yeah. So then I hear a noise. So I rush back to the tent. Then, as I get in, the tent starts violently shaking. I'd say for around 30 minutes. I'm shouting, but nobody's waking up. Even the shaking isn't waking anybody up. Then I see a tall, scary figure in the darkness, in the shadow of the tent. And still, nobody wakes up.
It was a bear.
Yeah, tall.
Really
like
tall.
a tall, spindly, like slender man.
Cryptid.
Yeah. Scary.
Werewolf.
Yeah. Scary.
The fact that no one wakes up.
I know, like shaking, like violently shaking the tent, like.
Nah.
So how are they, like, under some kind of, like, spell that they're waking up?
Yeah, I know.
Because that's not normal.
Like in a bubble of whatever. So that
like someone's put them in, like, some trancey thing, yeah.
So that they can
that's
take
crazy.
Their prey.
So.
Loving the spooky story. I love this.
Let us know if you have any as well. Comment those down below. And
yeah, we want to hear your ghost experiences.
Yeah,
your
definitely. And yeah, next Sunday will be another different, creepy, spooky topic.
Lucifer will be dressed up as something different next week.
Yeah, so you can see what Luffy's going to be.
Has a little butt today.
And yeah, we will see you next week.
Stay spooky, guys.
Yeah. Don't get abducted. Love you.
Bye.